Hello, hola, soy yo Vicky otra vez. It's me, Vicky, again. And this video that I'm making today is a little bit different as we're experiencing a heat wave here in Spain, of course, because as I'm making this video, it is July, so it's always hot in July, though maybe it's hotter than normal. I don't really think it is, but anyway. And of course, I think in lots of countries, not only those typically that experience heat like Spain, but Great Britain, across Europe, there are a lot of hot weather warnings, if you like, possibly due to climate change. Let me know your views on climate change. Do you think it definitely has got hotter? I mean, I think it's quite difficult to judge, but at the end of the day, we have to go with what the scientists tell us. If the scientists tell us it's getting hotter, then it's getting hotter. But anyway, so just in view of that, I thought I'd make a little video, as I have lived in Spain for 25 years now, and I wanted to just pass on some of the tips that I have in keeping cool in the summer. Anyone who knows me will know I'm not a fan of the summer. July and August are not my favourite months. And the longer you live in a hot country, the more you sort of don't like it, really, because you just get used to it. But having said that, I don't like the winter either. So, okay, so the first thing, my first bit of advice, and I know it won't suit everybody, it suits me. I am an early bird. I am up at 6 o'clock in the morning to walk my dogs. If you've never done that, if you've not experienced that, how beautiful it is so lovely. It's cool, it's fresh. In that moment when it's just the sun is coming up, the sort of dawn moment is the best time of the day. And you know what? It's worth just getting up just to experience that. See if you like it. You can go back to bed afterwards. You can go back to bed in the afternoon and have a nap, which is another piece of advice from me. Napping, if you can, obviously if you're working all day, it's difficult to have a nap in the middle of work. But if you get the opportunity, take it, have a nap. 30 minutes, an hour, maximum an hour. Shouldn't really sleep much longer than that. It's just to recharge your batteries. But if you've got up so early in the morning and experienced that, I can't really explain it to you unless I sort of look forward to it. I can't wait for it because I know that no matter, because it never really cools down by the end of the day. I don't really think, it'd be cooler later. It never seems to cool down. Even when after the sun's gone down, it's not really cool. The only time it is cool, in my opinion, is in that dawn. As dawn is breaking, it's so beautiful. It really is. And I think it's not only the temperature, it's the lovely sunrise and the energy is high. If you go down to the campo, if there's lots of rabbits around, and it's just beautiful. But anyway, so that would have been my first bit of advice. Have a go at getting up early one morning and see how that feels, and it just sets you up for the rest of the day. And then I mentioned about naps. If you can, have a nap. Very important. Now, as far as fluids are concerned, drinking fluids, if you're like me, I don't actually like water. I find it really hard to drink water. I find it boring. So, and I just don't, feel like it even in the summer. And so really, I think you've got to not fix on drinking water as much as drinking fluids. Even tea or coffee or juice. Not alcohol though, because alcohol in the daytime in the summer, I think is a definite no-no. I mean, it's nice, it's lovely, the sun's shining, you're with your friends, you're having a great time, but alcohol in the daytime is not a good idea. So I would avoid alcohol in the daytime. And don't think that you have to drink water. If you're not that keen on water, drink any fluids, but as much as possible, obviously. So you have to have respect for the sun as well. Quite often I see people who may be on holiday or haven't lived here very long, and they're jogging at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, or cycling at 2 o'clock, or doing any exercise at that time is just not a good idea. Again, get up early and do it. Get up early and do it. Go back to bed later. 2 o'clock, you should definitely be in the house. You should not be jogging down the road at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's just so dangerous. You know, I actually do know people who have had a heart attack literally while they were doing that. You know, and obviously healthy people, you know, but it's just the sun. I think you have to respect the sun. Respecting the sun is another thing that I think is very important. You have to realise it is dangerous. It's lovely. It's got a lot of lovely things that makes you feel good. A little bit of sun is good, but it is a dangerous thing. You must wear sun cream if you do decide. You won't catch me really sunbathing in the summer. Well, certainly not after 12 o'clock. I mean, I would sunbathe between right early in the morning, as soon as the sun comes out, going to the beach again till 11 probably, because for me it's not only the heat, then there's a lot of people descend on the beach. Respect the sun, sunbathe sparingly. Or then in the afternoon, go back to the beach at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock even. You've still got a couple of hours of sun left. But that time, really, to me, after 12 o'clock and before 5 or 6, is not the time to sunbathe. It's so dangerous for your skin. Blinds, of course, most Spanish houses have blinds, so keep the sun out. When it's that time when the sun is glaring through your window, bring your blinds down. And you'll say, you know, people often say to me, oh, I went round your house, but you weren't in because my blinds are down. But that is just to protect us from the heat, stop the house getting too hot. Follow what Spanish people do. So this is the other thing. If you live in Spain, have a look if you go into a Spanish town, between 2 and 5, you would think it's completely deserted and nobody even lives there. There's a reason for that. Spanish people, their lifestyle has been evolved around respecting the heat over centuries. And, you know, I think you have to respect that. You can't live a British lifestyle in Spain and be safe or comfortable, because the British lifestyle and the British timetable, if you like, is geared around our climate. So you have to adjust, you know. Anyway, that's my opinion. Aircon. I personally don't like aircon. I'm a great lover of ceiling fans. They work really well through drafts where you can. If you can open your window, if you have a door at the back, at the front, you know, if you're worried about security, normally you have a grill on your doors. Keep those locked, but open your doors. Let the breeze go through. And aircon for me is a last resort when there's no other way of cooling down. You just need to bring the temperature down maybe for half an hour, because apart from the actual cost of it, especially now, it's not really, in my opinion, very good for you. But anyway, so yeah, what else have I got here? Little tips. Have a water spray around, like when you're in bed or whatever, just spray yourself with water. Lots of cold showers. And to be honest, my hot water is turned off now because the water is always tepid in this time of year. You don't need your hot water on, except, you know, maybe once a day I put it on just to keep it at a decent temperature. But what do you need hot water for? Really, this time of year? And if you do need it, you just need to put it on for an hour. And that again saves you money, because the electricity bills obviously are so high. Sun cream. I know so many people never wear sun cream. I mean, you know, why? You know, you need to wear sun cream. It's a very British thing, that I think, you know, it's like this, no, I don't need sun cream. You know, when I was a child, we never wore sun cream, but we were rarely anywhere that was that hot. But you used to end up being covered in calamine lotion for days afterwards, because you always got burns because there was no sun cream. That was never, ever put on you. But of course, you know, it's very important, especially for children. So yeah, plenty of salads, fruit, etc. If you're like me, I don't like cold food. I mean, it sounds ridiculous, but in the winter, the thought of eating a salad or fruit, I just don't like it. But in the summer, it's that lovely time where I think it's something to do with the fact that it's cold when it comes out the fridge. It's so cold and you eat it, and it takes ages to digest because it's so freezing cold. So I like to leave my salad and fruit out for a little while before I eat it, because otherwise it's just too cold straight out the fridge. But anyway, yeah, those are the sort of things that you feel like eating this time of year that you maybe don't feel like eating in the winter when all you want is chips or something a bit more substantial. So yeah, that would be the main advice from me. Really would be the napping. Have a nap. Get up as early as you can, because it's so much easier to get things done in the morning when it's cool. You're cleaning, things like that. You don't want to be cleaning at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 4 o'clock, unless you put the aircon on and then you do it. Yeah, and have if you're lucky enough to live in a Spanish area with Spanish neighbours, have a look to see what they do, because there's a reason why they do it. They go to the beach early, they're off the beach for the heat, the main heat of the day, they're back on the beach later. Watch what they do, because they do these things for a reason. They've lived in this country all this time. Well, forever. Okay, that's me. Just thought, I don't know if you find it useful. I hope so. If so, please give me a thumbs up. And as always, I'll see you very soon in the next video. And until then, may your God go with you.